Honorable His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Minister of Social Welfare, and also the founders and also members of the City Union Bank, the inheritors of the founding fathers of the City Union Bank, the board directors, eminent citizens, members of parliament, former governors, former MPs, current MPs, and all the dignitaries before me, and the proud customers of the City Union Bank who are celebrating their 120 years of service to the people in the banking arena. I'm extremely happy to be here, and I'm indeed grateful that the President of India, despite her absolutely busy schedule, has found time to recognize a bank which so identifies itself with the freedom movement of the country, established even so early as 1920, today celebrating its 1904, today celebrating its 120th anniversary, has had great moments associated with the freedom movement, but yet kept its banking going. I would call the City Union Bank, Madam President, as one of the exemplary banks because, as was mentioned by Sri Kamakoti in his opening statements, 120 years of service without a day of break, without any year of non-profit situation, meaning I'm not even using the word loss. A bank which could survive during the British era, early eras of our Indian independence, and till today, which has not posted 1 year of loss at all. For me, serving under the Honorable Prime Minister who drives for perfection, serving and making sure we create wealth for the benefit of the common people, there is no better example than the City Union Bank. Private sector banks are a very vital partner to India's nation building efforts. There is just no doubt that they have a very critical role to play. Indian scheduled commercial banks have recorded a massive improvement in their asset quality. Their gross NPAs have come down multi-decadal level. It is at 2.3% as of March 2025, and the net NPAs reaching 0.5% as of March 2025. 0.5% net NPA is, I would think, at a time which is so challenging as this for our banks to achieve, is phenomenal, and all the Indian banking sector members, the families, the employees, the management, the boards, all of them will have to get our due recognition for the wonderful service that they have done. India's scheduled commercial banks have recorded massive improvement in their asset quality, as I said, and as a result, the NPAs have come down. The macro stress tests that we do have shown such results that the scheduled commercial banks' aggregate capital levels will continue to remain above regulatory minimum even under these adverse stress scenarios. So strong and well-capitalized banks with near record low NPAs mean cheaper, steadier credit for households, MSMEs, and infrastructure, lower systemic risks, and also sustained confidence in India's financial system, supporting investments, job creation, and growth while preserving the stability of industries, even amid global downturns and uncertainties. Even in these challenging times, I take it as my duty to mention some of the fundamentals before the Honorable President and His Excellency the Governor. Quarter one, real GDP registered a growth of 7.8%, beating all estimates and showing overall good momentum across various sectors. For the first time in 18 years, I repeat, India's long term sovereign credit rating has been upgraded by Standard and Poor. In 18 years, we have achieved this. Inflation rates have registered for 9 consecutive months a decline and reached an 8-year low of 1.55% in July 2025. The Employee Provident Fund Organization, the EPFO, recorded all-time net addition of nearly 22 lakh members during June 2025. That many new employees have joined the EPFO, marking the second consecutive month of record high additions. The Purchasing Manager Index, which particularly for manufacturing, reached its highest level in 17 years. India's fiscal situation has, of course, improved steadily, with fiscal deficit down from 9.2% post-COVID and expected to reach 4.4% this year, which is what we have mentioned in our glide path. A few things which the banks have done for the economy are worth repeating here. These are very important achievements for the banking sector. Wealth creation and financial inclusion is a very important feature, and which Honorable Prime Minister emphasizes. The Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana was a mission mode service which the banks undertook in order to bring more people into the banks and allow them to save, also give them credit. It has celebrated its 11th anniversary this year on 28th August. Over the past 11 years, more than 56 crore Jan Dhan accounts have been opened with a total deposit balance of 2.68 lakh crores. 2.68 lakh crores is the total deposit in the Jan Dhan accounts. Of these accounts, 67% were opened in rural and semi-urban areas, and women hold 56% of all Jan Dhan accounts. Indian Institute of Management Bangalore in a 2021 study show that PMJDY accounts helped safeguard financial savings, and they came in of great help, particularly during COVID time. World Bank in 2024, in its paper, found that regions with more PMJDY accounts have increased credit growth led by fintechs, which are helping them to get internet through the internet credit access. A bank account is not just a passbook. It is a passport to opportunities, enabling access to credit, savings, insurance, and dignity. So the private sector banks are certainly indispensable partners, helping ensure that financial inclusion comes its full length and real empowerment of the households happen through this. City Union Bank's sustained focus on MSME lending, retail and wholesale trade, and agriculture has empowered entrepreneurs, small businesses, and farmers, truly living up to the principle that finance must support growth at the grassroots. Sectorally, deployment by City Union Bank as of 31st March 2025 is very impressive. MSME loan segment constitutes 41% of all advances. Agricultural loan segment constitutes 17% of all advances. Retail and wholesale trade accounts for 3% of all advances. So advances to major industries accounted for 26% of City Union Bank's loan book, and this has covered sectors which are very, you can see that they are high areas for industries in Tamil Nadu. So the advances by City Union Bank, particularly for industries in the manufacturing sector, covered textiles, metals, paper and paper products, food processing, engineering, and chemicals, and so on. So I'm pleased to note that the City Union Bank has been an active partner in this story and was awarded the second position among private sector banks for outstanding performance in digital payments at the Digital Payments Awards 24-25 organized by the Ministry of Finance in June 2025. So efforts for the MSMEs are also something which this bank does very well. Mutual credit guarantee scheme for MSMEs on 29th January 2025 was introduced, offering 60% guarantee coverage for loans up to 100 crore for the purchase of plant and machinery. The ceiling under the credit guarantee scheme for micro and small enterprises has been enhanced from 5 crore to 10 crore with effect from 1st April 2025, with guarantee coverage of about 90% being given for various categories of loans. Honorable Prime Minister has also recently announced the creation of a task force for next generation reforms with a clear mandate to simplify regulations, lower compliance cost, and also build a more enabling ecosystem for startups, MSMEs, and entrepreneurs. Complementing this, the planned rollout of the next generation GST reforms with a council meeting tomorrow and day after, in the coming months, it will set an economy absolutely open and transparent with further reduction in compliance burden, making it easier for small businesses to thrive. In conclusion, I'd like to say if we are advancing on India towards Vikasit Bharat 2047, all the banks are called upon to not only expand credit but also provide momentum for infrastructure development, ensure timely and need based funding for MSMEs, bringing the unbanked into the fold of formal banking, meeting diverse requirements where the support of banking channels is vital. The guiding principles for this transformation must be trust, technology, and transparency. Trust earned through consistent service, ethical conduct, and sound governance. It's very important for the banks to earn and retain trust. Technology, leveraged not only for the efficiency but also for inclusion and customer empowerment. And finally, on transparency, ensuring that every rupee carries not just interest but also intent, an intent aligned with national building. I congratulate again every member of the City Union Bank family for their relentless efforts and contributions over the decades. Thank you very much.